Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to be talking about, if you're new here, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another podcast, but if you're new here, welcome. And I make just random podcast videos where I talk about things, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I sometimes make movie commentary videos, which I plan to do more, but I also do podcasts like these. So if you are interested in listening to something while working, feel free to use this video. So today I want to talk about something that kind of bothers me a lot of the time, and I'm all for freedom of speech, and you should be able to you should be able to say what you want to whenever you want to. And I mean, yeah, that is basically what freedom of speech is. But I feel like okay, I don't know how to end that sentence. Let's backtrack a little. Why am I upset, or like what is bothering me? It's people hating on Friends, the show. I mean, why? Okay, so I have a few friends who don't like Friends, and I have a lot of friends who love Friends, and I love Friends because, I don't know, it's just a show I grew up with, and I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know if it can be called a period piece, but it is from the 90s, right? And it just showcases, everything from the 90s, and it was one of the first, if not like, I don't know, I think Full House was one of the first sitcoms, I'm not sure, but it's one of the first sitcoms to, really include that essence of just not one main character, but like 6 different main characters and their lives, and we follow through that. And it's not just a sitcom, is it? It's more than that. It has personal growth, it has character development, it has just this really nice storyline. You see people go through heartbreaks, you see them sticking together through different hard times. You have three leading roles, like Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe, and they have 3 different kinds of birds, and just they were so unique, and they really represented some unique kinds of bird. Like none of them had a normal birth. Like by normal I mean like traditional. Rachel had a baby while she was a single mother. Phoebe had triplets, and she was a surrogate, right? And then Monica couldn't have babies, so she adopted, and just all of that. And those are just some of the things I really like about this show. Now, when I ask people, okay, why do you not like the show? These are the things that they will tell me. They'll tell me like it has laugh tracks, it has cringy or annoying fan base, and they'll just say the jokes are just not funny. So let's tackle the first thing. What was the first thing that I said? Okay, let's tackle one of these things. So the laugh track, right? I mean, it was filmed in front of a live audience. What do you expect? Should they have not just laughed? I mean, yes, sometimes it can feel like they held up a card that said, you are supposed to laugh now, but some of the moments are genuinely funny. And when you're watching something up front versus watching it through television or a monitor, it's very different. Things are just, for me personally, things are just funnier when I watch them up front, or I see someone, like, just watching people talk can be funny, sometimes. And then if there's an audience and one person is laughing, like, laughter is so contagious, like, everyone starts laughing. So, and this was filmed in front of a live audience. It's not like it was just a recording of people laughing. It's kind of, I know, it's kind of eerie to think about the fact that these people are dead right now. Like, most of them are probably dead, but it was filmed in front of a live audience, right? So it's not like they're using laugh tracks from previous shows or previous recordings. So it's not fake. So like, does your argument really work? Doesn't it make the show more, I don't know, lifelike, like it's actually people acting, and like there's people laughing, and sometimes I get so drawn into the story that I don't even notice the laugh tracks, versus when I watch other shows like The Big Bang Theory, which I'm not a big fan of. Those laugh tracks seem a bit weirder to me. I don't know if that's filmed in front of a live audience also, but like those just feel not very on cue or just appropriate to me. But that's, again, my personal opinion. Do I hate The Big Bang Theory? No. Is it my personality to hate? Like, is that my main personality trait, that I hate Big Bang Theory? No. I think some of the jokes are really, really clever, and I think it's a, you know, fun show, but it's just I'm not really that much of a fan of it, and that's just a personal opinion again. So yeah, so the laugh track thing. Next, let's talk about the second or the first thing that I mentioned, the cringy fan base. So, is it justified to be hating on a show based on a certain portion of the fan base or the people or the viewers that show has? I don't think so. I mean, doesn't it like amaze you that Friends really appeals to a very, very large type of audience? Like, it has every type of audience that I have ever seen. Like, people from every type and kind of people like the show. Maybe I'm a millennial and I love Friends because it's from the 90s, and I'm not really a 90s baby. I was born in 1997, but you know, those, like, everything from that time still feels very nostalgic, because at one point or another, like, growing up, I had a lot of the influence from the 90s in my life. So did a lot of other people, right? From that time. So, like, so what? Like, some of the audiences are kind of, you know, too dramatic about things, or maybe they take it too far. Just like you are taking your hate too far by saying, like, you know, you hate Friends and it's the worst show in the world and the fan base is cringy. Yeah, we don't have to display it everywhere, but you know, this show is so important to us for so many reasons, and when someone outright like says, like, oh my god, Friends is just so cringy because it has the cringiest fan base ever, I feel like if that's your argument to prove that the show isn't good, that's a really shitty argument. Come on. Like, if you want to criticize the show, not the people that are watching it. Now, okay, I get it. If you're saying that Friends is appealing to cringy audience, so that means it must have cringy content, right? No, it's just so what can I say? Friends has such the storyline and the scenes, everything is just so generalized and so just from such a broader perspective that it appeals to people from every age group, maybe, and every type and kind of people. Like, my mother loves Friends, I love Friends, and I have friends that love Friends, and their little sisters and brothers love Friends, and there's a reason this show is still so relevant to this day. There's a reason why this appeals to this appeals to so many different age groups and different kinds of people. It's because the stories are so generalized and relevant. And if you are taking one portion of the fan base who are very loud and they love to express their love for this show, I mean, aren't you being unjust to us? Like, aren't you judging the whole show based upon just a bit of the reflection you see? Like, I see this in every fan base. If something gets too popular, there are people who are very loud about it, and they really want to show that they love what they love. And for me, that doesn't bother me. I don't know why it bothers people, but it does. And when it does bother them, they instantly blame the famous thing for being famous. Like, it's so popular, so I must hate it. I'm such a hipster, right? And you can see that I'm actually pissed off. Like, when someone tells me the fan base is cringy, when I ask them, why do you hate the show? my brain, I cannot comprehend, like, how dumb is that? How dumb is that, right? And like, I get it. Sometimes it can be annoying if someone is constantly throwing something at your face and you don't want to see it, just unfollow those people. Or you know what, don't unfollow them, and complain, and then I'll complain about you complaining, and then you can complain about me complaining about you complaining, and we can go on forever. I'm fine with that. But just this whole like, the fan base is cringy, so I hate the show. It's just so irrelevant, and I don't know. Like, just get a better argument. Critique the show. Tell me what you don't like about the show. Then I'll respect your opinion. Not, oh my god, it has such a cringy fan base, so I hate it. Like, oh my god, it's so popular that I hate it. Oh my god, other people like this show, I must hate it. Now, let's talk about the third reason, which is, out of all of these reasons, the most logical reason there is to not like Friends. You don't think the jokes are funny. Okay, you don't like the jokes, but are they so bad that you hate the show? Or are the jokes just not relatable for you? I see so many posts where people are like, me watching Friends when all the jokes are going on and I just have a straight face. And I mean, if you're memeing it, great, it's just all in good fun, but sometimes people will take it too far and say like, none of the jokes in Friends are funny, Friends isn't funny at all, it's, cancer, it's the worst show in the world, I don't understand why anyone watches it. Tell me, like, a show that went on for 9 seasons and has been watched over, I don't know, I think 100 million times or something. I was watching the reunion last night, and they were saying just how many times this show has been streamed, and you're telling me that there's not one funny joke in there, that this show is not funny, and so many people are just rewatching this show for no reason? Okay, but still, you are entitled to your opinion. If you feel like the jokes aren't funny, if none of the jokes are funny, like, I respect that. Great, okay. But thank you for thinking the show isn't funny and not, things that are related to it. This is the only reason that I will accept for not liking Friends among the ones that I mentioned. Now, is hating Friends a good personality trait? Personally, I do not think so. It just makes you come off as snobbish, entitled, weird, and kind of like a wannabe hipster, or maybe a hipster. Like, you're not cool, you're not instantly cool because you don't like Friends. It's a good show, you can try and watch it, and in your head, just don't expect, immediate, just like, you're gonna be laughing like just from the first second to the last. Like, I don't take this show like that. For me, this show is about 6 friends living their lives and just going through life together, and there are some funny moments, there are some cute boomer moments. That's true. Some jokes are very boomer-like, but I just accept it for what it is, Does it compare to The Office or even shows from later periods where the jokes are even better written? No, it doesn't. And that's fine for me. I never look at it like that. I think some of the jokes are super clever. I think some of the scenes are just super emotional. I think there's just, you keep watching the first few seasons and you get so attached to the characters. And this show has helped me through breakups. It has helped me through friend troubles. It has made me appreciate my life and my friends, especially my friends, and just, it's made me happy in times when I wasn't. And to be hating on this show, just, I know it shouldn't, but it feels like kind of a personal attack. But that's not what this video is about. So there's that. Now, I will say, one of the reasons that if you hate Friends because you think the jokes aren't funny enough, that is justified to me. You might have different kind of humor, I get that. Another reason, so here are the reasons that here are the reasons you which should make you not like Friends as much as you do. And I like to keep my mind open, so like I'm open to, you know, listening to why this show might not be as great as people say it is, and I'm open to listen to it, but not if the reasons are like, oh, the laugh tracks, or oh, it has a cringy fan base. These are the reasons why you might like Friends less. It does not have any person of color in its main casting, and that's something unfortunately very common in 90s shows, where they used to not cast black people or Asian people as the main characters. But it does, however, have some characters who are close to the main characters, such as I think off the top of my head, Ross's girlfriend Julie was her name, and then see, I'm having a hard time remembering even. That's how white the show is. So if that's one of the reasons, I mean, you dislike the show, I get it. I get that. And then there's another reason you might not like the show as much, is because it has some form of humor that is not acceptable in today's day and age. There are some things that people might find offensive nowadays. So, like, for example, the way that Ross or Joey or anyone, anytime they try to do something feminine, not feminine like just in the general sense feminine, or what society calls feminine, people would the people in the show would react to it like in a funny way. They would laugh about it, and obviously that's not how things are today in 2021. People are more understanding. It's okay to like everything. Like, we don't necessarily have to make it, you know, masculine or feminine as much, and that's really missing from so that's really something that can make you not like the show as much. And I would support that. I would understand that. That is a good critique, you know, towards the show. So these can be some reasons why you like don't like the show, right? But when it's something like, oh my god, this has such a cringy fan base, so I don't like the show, or laugh tracks, or some stupid reason that doesn't really have anything to do with the show, I lose my mind. And when you're hating like because someone else is hating on it, that's even worse. And when hating a show becomes your entire personality, that's worse than the people you're critiquing who apparently have made the show their personality. Just stop. Okay, so this was a video of me ranting, obviously. I hope I have offended the people who hate on Friends. Well, maybe this video is gonna make you think twice about hating Friends, hopefully, or I don't know, but this show has been so close to my heart for so long, and it has helped me go through quarantine. I was alone by myself, and watching this show made me feel warm inside, and because it's so wholesome, and just, you know, I lived life through them for a while, and I'm just grateful that this show let me do that. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm super grateful that the show was made. And come on, how can you not love the show? Look at the 90s fashion, look at everything that Rachel Green wears. It's so cool. And also Monica's fashion. I am not a fan of Phoebe. I mean, I'm a big fan of Phoebe, but like not her fashion sense, and obviously that's like intended because she's very weird and quirky. But yeah, like every bit of like, look at this like set design, them living in New York, them you know, always having each other's backs, and I don't know, this show is just like very close to my heart. And again, I'm not saying like you're not allowed to dislike the show, just like you have an opinion, I have mine. But if you're just hating on this show for no reason, please think again. Give this show a chance, maybe. And you know, like, hating this show won't make you cooler. It is not a personality trait. Just take the show for what it is, maybe, you know? And does there always have to be comparisons? Like, this show is better than that show, this show is less better or something? Like, can't just things exist and we can enjoy them and like for what they are? Can that not happen? I don't know. Well, I guess that's it for today's video. I've ranted for so long. If your personality is just hating popular things, maybe just rethink things, you know. Maybe sometimes popular things can be good, and you're not special for not liking something popular. Just my 2 cents. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will see you in another podcast and hopefully another movie commentary. Hopefully. Until then, stay safe and watch the Friends reunion. It's really it's cute. Maybe some parts are a bit overdone. But I liked it. I liked it. I haven't watched it completely because I'm saving it. Like I want to watch it like bit by bit, and you know we're not getting another like something like this again. So like there was one moment that really made me emotional when all of them started hugging each other, like when they just got onto the set, and and it was just really sweet. So yeah, that's all I had to say for today. Take care, goodbye, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.